1.
Henry Davidson, white courtesy telephone, please. Northern Airlines is paging passenger Thomas Smith, white courtesy telephone, please. And Interworld Air Agent to Carousel 3. Interworld Agent to Carousel 3.
2.
Universal Airways regrets to inform you that the departure of Flight 82 has been delayed due to late arrival of the aircraft. Boarding will begin as soon as the aircraft has been serviced. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause.
3.
Attention, please. For your safety and the safety of others, please do not take luggage carts on the escalators. Please use elevators to change levels with carts.
4.
South Airlines announces the boarding of Flight 800 bound for Mexico City. Ticketed passengers should proceed to Gate 14.
5.
Your attention, please. For your protection, please do not leave baggage and personal belongings unattended. Please keep your belongings with you at all times.
6.
Universal Airways Flight 82 is paging passengers Tanaka and Saito. Please come to the Gate 43 podium.
7.
Calling all passengers on Universal Airways Flight 82, Superjet service to Chicago. We will be ready to begin boarding at 7:45. Passengers with a boarding pass should proceed to Gate 43. Thank you.
Listening for details. Airport and airplane announcements. 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking. On behalf of the entire flight crew, we'd like to welcome you on board Flight 96 nonstop service to Atlanta. Currently, Atlanta has clear skies, 25-mile visibility, and a very pleasant temperature of 63 degrees. We're anticipating an on-time scheduled departure and an on-time, if not early, arrival in Atlanta. We'll talk to you once again after we get airborne. Right now, we ask the flight attendants at this time to please prepare the cabin. Thank you.
2.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are taking Flight 23 to San Francisco, could I have your attention for just a minute, please? We've just been advised by our flight control tower that there is a flow control problem going into San Francisco this afternoon. They're having some thunderstorms in the San Francisco area, and this rainy weather is causing delays with incoming planes. They're giving us approximately an 8 o'clock departure time right now. As with any aircraft hold, it is subject to change at any time. As soon as they call us and lift the gate hold, we'll leave within 15 or 20 minutes. I would suggest you listen for further announcements. Please be careful. The announcements do not go into the lounge or the restaurants. Right now, we're looking at a boarding time of 7:45, leaving about 8 o'clock.
Strategies for listening. Deciding what to listen for. Example. The face in this picture is of a man, a rather young man. He is looking straight ahead. His hair is cut in a short style. He has round eyes and is wearing glasses. His nose is straight, his chin is slightly square, and his mouth is set in a slight frown. 1.
What does your new place look like?
The house has 2 stories. A peaked roof with a chimney, but no fireplace inside. It's made of wood, and it's painted white. It has a nice lawn in front with a big tree.
Sounds nice.
2.
I hear you got a new stereo.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a CD player built in, an MD recorder, an AM/FM tuner, a 40-watt amp, and 2 big speakers.
What does it look like?
Nothing special, black and silver, but the sound is great. Cost me a lot of money, but it was worth it. 3.
Where did you leave your umbrella?
On a number 26 bus.
What does it look like?
Oh, it's the compact type, you know, the kind that squashes up so you can fit it into your bag. It's red with yellow flowers on it. Let me see. What else can I tell you about it? Oh, yes, it has a round wooden handle.
Okay, I'll see if we have it.
Responding. Asking the speaker to repeat, explain, or confirm. Exercise 1. Passport, please. Thank you. Is this your first visit?
Pardon me?
Have you been to the United States before?
No, I haven't.
May I see your papers, please?
Papers?
Do you have a letter of acceptance from a college?
Oh, yes. Here it is.
And how will you support yourself while you're here?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
How will you pay for your food and rent?
My father will send me the money.
Can you substantiate that?
Excuse me?
Do you have anything to prove that that's true?
You mean like a letter from my bank?
Yes.
Here is a statement from my bank.
And what arrangements have you made for accommodations?
I'm sorry. Could you say that again, please?
What arrangements have you made for accommodations?
I'm afraid I still don't understand.
Where will you be staying?
Oh, I'll live in the college dormitory.
Responding. Asking the speaker to repeat, explain, or confirm. Exercise 2. 1.
You can apply for an extension of your visa at the local office of the Immigration and Naturalization Service in the main post office.
2.
You want haberdashery. It's on the 3rd floor.
3.
I'll need your social security number.
4. I'm afraid we can't sell this without a prescription. 5.
You'd better get off at Market and transfer to the 27B.
6.
Hi, I'm conducting a survey on political attitudes, and I'd like to know your opinion of the present administration.
7.
If I were you, I'd keep that money out of sight, my friend. This is a rough neighborhood.
8. There's a Burger King just down the street. 9.
You have to write the contents and value on this form and paste it on your package.
10.
You could take a bus, but most people fly.
Listening variety. Bus guides patter.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to West Coach's Motor Tour at Redwood National Park in Northern California. It's a beautiful day today, so sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. My name is Bill Reed, and I'll be your driver and guide for the next 7 hours as we tour Redwood National Park. Now, the total size of Redwood National Park is about 112,000 acres. It stretches along 40 miles of the Pacific coast, and the main attractions are the groves of coastal redwood trees, including the world's tallest, measuring over 350 feet. This is as tall as a 35-story building. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see it from the bus today. We'll be taking Highway 101 right down through the main areas of the park. All along the route, there's the magnificent scenery of the forest and the ocean. Sometimes you can even see whales off the coast. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see any from the bus today. The park headquarters is located in Crescent City, and in that area, an interesting attraction is the Battery Point Lighthouse, which dates back to 1856. It's a charming historic building, but unfortunately, we won't be able to see it from the bus today. The most famous point of interest in the park is the Tall Trees Grove, which is a group of redwood trees that includes some of the tallest known. This grove of trees is located on a beautiful spot on Redwood Creek. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see.
1. I'm home.
Welcome home, dear. How did it go today?
Not bad. How about you?
Oh, I had a bad time at work today. I'm so angry at Henry.
What did he do?
Well, you know I used up my vacation time last spring when Sally was in the hospital, and you had that overseas trip just when Marcy was going to graduate and all.
Sure, everything just happened at once.
You know how it was. So I just asked Henry if I could have my vacation early, and he said no problem. And so I didn't think it was any big deal. But now...
What happened?
You know how Jiro is going to finish school in a couple of weeks. Well, I thought that would be a good chance to take him and the boys to the coast for a few days, because you can take some time off then. So I thought I'd just ask Henry if he can spare me for a few days in the middle of August.
That's a good idea. We can...
But wait a minute. You know what he said? He said that I didn't have any more vacation time coming. I had used up all my vacation last spring, and he couldn't spare me at all in August because everyone else was going on vacation then, even for a few days.
2. Well, I don't know.
Dad, I really think it's the best thing for you.
But it's expensive.
Don't worry about the money. Haven't we always taken care of you and Mom?
Well, you've been very kind, son, and we appreciate it, that's for sure.
So don't you think that this is a good chance? And Mom would like it too.
Well, I don't know. We haven't ever been so far before.
Don't be silly. In this day and age, it's nothing. You just get on a plane, same as if you're going to Florida.
Well, maybe so, but it'll cost a lot of money.
I'm telling you, don't worry about the money. Besides, it's a tour, so it's not expensive at all. And think of the places you'll see.
Never been to such places before.
That's the reason we'd like you to go. You and Mom would have a wonderful time.
3.
I don't know. It's a big step to take.
Come on, it'll be great. Think of all you can see.
I don't know. Living with strangers for a year, I'm not sure I can do it.
Jiro will be there, and he's no stranger. He's been living in your room for a month.
Yeah, I know. But I've never met his family, and besides, all their customs are different. I'll have to take my shoes off in the house and take baths and...
You never wear your shoes anyway, and maybe a bath once in a while won't hurt you.
But I don't know any of the language. How am I going to get around or do anything?
One reason you're going is to learn the language. And besides, everybody in Japan speaks some English. Jiro said so.
Maybe I should give it a try.
If it doesn't work out, you can always come back home. At least you'll have a year off school.
4. D in math, D in science, C in history. I think you've got some explaining to do, young man.
There's nothing to explain, Dad. I just hate math and science.
I don't care whether you like them or not. You have to learn them, and that's all there is to it. How do you expect to get into a decent college with grades like these?
Why don't you look at my music grade? I got an A.
And what are you going to do with an A in music? How's it going to help you find a job? Listening for details. Homestay Mother's instructions.
Aki, this will be your room, and I hope that you'll be comfortable here. Feel free to use all of the closet and dresser space for your clothes and other things. We want you to feel very much at home with us here. The bathroom is just down the hall, and, maybe I should tell you a little bit about an American-style bath. I'm afraid it's not the same as in Japan. You see, there aren't any drains in the floor, so all the water has to stay inside the bathtub. Please try not to get any water on the floor because it could ruin it and the ceiling downstairs. There's a shower too, of course, so whichever you prefer to take, a shower or a bath, is fine. Something else I think you'll find different from Japan is where to leave your shoes. We don't keep our shoes downstairs in the hall by the door. So if you keep your shoes and things on the floor of your closet in your room, that'd be great. It's okay if you don't want to wear your shoes in the house, but just keep them in your room. Let's see, what else can I tell you? We all get up around 8 because my husband George goes to work and Bobby is going to day camp this summer. So we eat breakfast about 8:30. I think this should work out well with your schedule because it will give you plenty of time to catch the bus at the corner and be on time for your 9:30 class.
We eat dinner around 6:30, so you'll have time in the afternoons to take advantage of activities at school and spend some time with the people you meet. After dinner, maybe we could clean up together, and you could tell me all about your day. That'll give us a nice chance to visit. Bobby helps me out, too, but then he tries to slip away and go outside to play with his friends for a little while. I'm sure, though, with you here, he won't want to leave as quickly.
Strategies for listening. Understanding common responses. 1.
We're going to Europe next summer.
No kidding. I wish I could go with you.
2. Tell you what, I'll pay for the drinks and you pay for the taxi home.
Suits me. It'll be nice to go back by cab.
3.
How do you like this coat?
I wouldn't be caught dead in it. I can't believe anyone would want to buy that thing.
4.
People say he's a good singer.
You could have fooled me. He has a terrible voice. 5.
They say the price of land may go down.
Forget it. It's been going up and up for years.
6. Professor Williams speaks rather fast.
You can say that again. I've never heard anybody speak so fast.
7.
Going to the concert tonight?
You bet. My favorite band will be playing.
8.
Sorry I'm late. Just as I was leaving, I got a call from my teacher.
No big deal. I've only been waiting 10 minutes. Responding. Showing support. 1.
Jean's been in Mexico for 2 weeks now, and we haven't heard from her at all yet. We're so worried. She must have had an accident or something.
2.
None of us smoke, so we'd prefer our guests not to. I hope that won't be a problem for you.
3. I'm thinking of taking a business course. 4.
I don't bother to watch TV anymore. The programs are so bad.
5. I'm tired of studying. I'll never pass this test. 6.
We've decided to hold a garage sale to clear out all our junk.
7.
The interview went very badly. I don't think I'm going to get the job.
8.
This letter's for you. I'm afraid I opened it by mistake. I hope you don't mind.
1.
Jean's been in Mexico for 2 weeks now, and we haven't heard from her at all yet. We're so worried. She must have had an accident or something.
Oh, I'm sure she's okay.
2.
None of us smoke, so we'd prefer our guests not to. I hope that won't be a problem for you.
Oh, no, not at all. That's fine with me.
3. I'm thinking of taking a business course.
That's a great idea. Good for you.
4.
I don't bother to watch TV anymore. The programs are so bad.
Yes, they sure are.
5. I'm tired of studying. I'll never pass this test.
Sure you will. Just keep at it.
6.
We've decided to hold a garage sale to clear out all our junk.
Now, there's a good idea. Can I help?
7.
The interview went very badly. I don't think I'm going to get the job.
Oh, I'm sure you will. 8.
This letter's for you. I'm afraid I opened it by mistake. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, that's fine. Don't worry.
Listening variety. The world of radio. 1. Up 3 points in light trading at 85.5. KBC unchanged at 183.25. Meller fell 2 points to 70.5. Acarta up 1 point to 55.25. 2.
And this song is to Norman from Betty Sue with all her heart. And she hopes he remembers the time at the game. and Bob wants to dedicate this song to Jenny on her birthday. And a happy birthday, Jenny, from all of us here in the big studio at...
3.
Pileated woodpecker is found from Canada to the southern United States. The red-headed barbet is found from Costa Rica to northeastern Peru. The bar-tailed trogon is found from Mexico to Brazil. The barn owl is found nearly worldwide. The American dipper is found from Alaska and western Canada to
4.
437, 438, 439, 440, 441, 442, 443, 444.
5.
Are you stuck in a dead-end job? No future to look forward to? Never-ending days of long hours and low pay? Get a start on your future and learn a valuable skill or trade at Performance Trade Academy. They have classes on computers, electronics, drafting.
6.
I'm calling about my problem with my relatives.
How can I help you?
Well, I come from a big family, so I've got a lot of relatives, aunts, uncles. I don't know how many cousins and second cousins.
What exactly is your problem?
Well, you see, there's all this family, and whenever the holidays come around or there's a birthday or something, well, they kind of get together, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure that I do.
Well, it's like kind of, they always get together, and then they talk about...
7.
It's one of the most exciting days in college basketball. By late tonight, the NCAA tournament final contenders will be known. Still to be decided are the champions of 5 major conferences. Syracuse takes on Connecticut in the Big East, Virginia against Georgia Tech in the ACC, Alabama against Ole Miss in the SEC.
1. A.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
B.
$2.75, please. Please deposit $2.75 for the first 3 minutes. Thank you.
C.
We're sorry. You must first dial a 1 or 0 when dialing this number. Will you please hang up and try your call again?
2. A.
Hi.
Hi. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I'm looking for a book on pet care. Actually, somebody just gave me this cat to take care of. I have no idea what to do.
Sounds like you've got a little problem there. We've got a few books on pet care. Let me see. Here's one. How to make your canary happy. I guess that won't do.
Do you have one just about cats?
I'm looking for one. How about this? Taming Wild Cats. I guess that's a little specialized. Oh, here we are. Dogs and Cats at Home. That should have just what you want. It's $23.
Can I charge it?
Of course.
B.
Good morning. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. Do you have any heavy thread?
Thread, you mean for sewing?
Yes, but I need a very heavy thread.
Well, we have some stronger threads for repairing overcoats and sewing on buttons and that kind of thing.
No, I've got to have something much thicker than that. I've got to repair a hole in my tent.
Oh, we wouldn't have anything strong enough for that. Why don't you try a sporting goods store?
Thanks, that's a good idea. C.
Great. That's just what I've been looking for.
What is that, ma'am?
That blue canvas carrying case in the window. That's a case for a laptop computer, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but...
I've gone into 5 different stores this morning looking for something like that. How much is it?
The regular price is $29.95, but we've had them on sale for $19.99 for the past week. But that's...
Great. I'll take it.
But I've been trying to tell you, that's only a model for the window display. We don't have any more right now.
Listening for details. Directions. Map number 1. The meeting center? Gee, I'm not sure. Why don't you go into the plaza and ask at the information desk? Just go up this street to that overhead bridge that goes between the Bellwood Education Center, that's this building here, and the entrance to the plaza. Then cross the street and go in the entrance right there. You'll be in a big corridor, but there's an information desk about 20 yards from the door.
The meeting center, of course. Just go straight down this corridor. You see way down there? There's a booth in the middle of the corridor. That's a souvenir shop. They sell candy and newspapers and things. Anyway, go past that souvenir shop again, straight down the corridor, and you'll see another information booth like this one in the middle of the corridor. You'll see a corridor on your right. Go straight down that corridor to your right, and you'll run into the meeting center. It'll be right in front of you. You can't miss it.
Map number 2.
You want the history department? Sure, no problem. This here's the corner of Davis and Oak Park, and that modern building over there is the student center, while here's the old campus on your left. So you just walk down this street, Oak Park Road, and you'll see a grassy field on your right after you pass the student center. Keep going straight, and you'll see a big building on your right. That's the main library. And when you reach the library, turn right. There's a path that goes along the library to the next street parallel to Oak Park Road. That's Cicero Avenue. You'll see a big parking lot in front of you. Just cut through the parking lot and you'll come to a little stream. Cross one of the bridges over the stream and you'll see a complex of buildings right in front of you. Several low buildings and one tower in the middle. That tower is where all the profs have their offices, and the department offices are there too. History's on the 6th floor, I think. You can't miss it.
Strategies for listening. Words left out. 1. Know what I'd like to do right now? 2. Anybody seen Peter? 3. You looking for me? 4. Of course I want to go. 5. Bit cold today, isn't it? 6. Ready for the test? 7. Seen any good movies lately? 8. Doesn't look like he's coming, does it? 9. Afraid I can't come to the party. 10. Nice party, isn't it? Listening variety. Unlikely product commercials. 1.
Ladies, are you looking for the perfect gift for Father's Day? Something that every man needs, but few men have? Why not give him the latest electric marvel from Japan, the electronic reverser for socks and gloves? You know what a nuisance it is for him to turn his socks inside out for washing and then back again for wear. How often has the man in your life walked out with one sock or glove inside out? This won't happen anymore with the electronic reverser. Just slip a sock or glove over the head. The patented electronic mechanism senses if the item is inside out, and if so, a unique solenoid mechanism smoothly reverses it to the proper side in an instant. A unique gift for the man who has everything, at fine clothing stores everywhere.
2.
Do you enjoy old movies? Casablanca, Gone with the Wind? How about the great stars of the past? Humphrey Bogart, Grace Kelly. Now a one-time wonderful offer from Hollywood Video Productions. Your own personal copy of 500 of the great motion pictures from Hollywood in one set. Of course, if you were to view all of these great films one by one at normal speed, it would take over 1,000 hours. That's almost 6 solid weeks of viewing, morning, noon, and night. But thanks to Hollywood Video's special processing technology, you can view all of these films at high speed in just 10 hours. All of the thrills, the laughs, the great memories are yours in only 10 hours of high-speed video viewing. Write for a brochure today, care of this station.
3.
Tired of that plain white soap in your sink? Like to add some color and fragrance to your bathroom?
Why not try our fruit soap series? There's lemon, lime, apple, orange, strawberry, and banana. All beautifully handcrafted to look like real fruit, all with a delicate fruit fragrance, and all made of genuine natural soap that cleans and refreshes your skin. At fine stores everywhere.
Good morning, everyone. This is the last lecture in our series on the environment. Today I want to tell you a little bit about some of the major problems, three in fact, three of the major problems that affect our environment. Starting with the greenhouse effect. I suppose that you've heard or read about this in the news, right? This problem, the warming of the Earth, is caused by exhaust gas from automobiles, from automobile engines, and also factories and power stations, or at least that's the main cause. This gas, which is carbon dioxide, by the way, this gas goes up into the atmosphere and it forms a kind of screen, a filter that keeps, or rather allows the sunshine in, but stops the Earth's heat from getting out. So it works like a greenhouse, you see, and that's why they call it the greenhouse effect. Now and because of this effect, the Earth's getting warmer all the time. This rise in temperature, will cause big changes to the world's climate and for example, the sea level will rise. The ice covering the poles will melt and cause the sea level to rise. So many coastal areas will be flooded and a lot of people will be made homeless. So you see, this is a very urgent problem that we, or at least our governments, will have to deal with somehow. So that's the first problem, the greenhouse effect. The second problem I want to mention is the loss of biodiversity, which means the huge variety of species on this planet. Every day, every hour probably, hundreds of them become extinct. Many of them we don't even know about. The main cause is the cutting down or burning of tropical forests to satisfy our demand for wood, for fuel, and for farmland. Damage to coral reefs and coastal wetlands also threatens biodiversity. Why should we care? Because these species, or many of them anyway, could provide us with vital new drugs or food resources. So this loss of biodiversity is going to be a big problem for us in the near future. Now there's one more problem I want to comment on, and that's the steady depletion of water resources. We use water not only for drinking and washing, but also for growing crops and for industry. And we're consuming more and more of it every year. At the same time, our supplies of it are decreasing, owing to pollution, global warming, and the depletion of underground aquifers. Many countries, in fact most countries, are now facing extreme water shortages. This is going to lead to serious health problems, and quite possibly war in some cases. These problems, the greenhouse effect, the loss of biodiversity, and water shortages, these problems are just three of the environmental issues confronting us at the beginning of the 21st century. And unless we do something about them soon, we humans, and all life on this planet, probably won't survive to the next century. Listening for details. Outlining a lecture. Good morning, everyone. This is the last lecture in our series on the environment. Today I want to tell you a little bit about some of the major problems, three in fact, three of the major problems that affect our environment. Starting with the greenhouse effect. I suppose that you've heard or read about this in the news, right? This problem, the warming of the Earth, is caused by exhaust gas from automobiles, from automobile engines, and also factories and power stations, or at least that's the main cause. This gas, which is carbon dioxide, by the way, this gas goes up into the atmosphere and it forms a kind of screen, a filter that keeps, or rather allows the sunshine in, but stops the Earth's heat from getting out. So it's called... It works like a greenhouse, you see, and that's why they call it the greenhouse effect. Now and because of this effect, the Earth's getting warmer all the time. This change, this rise in temperature, will cause big changes to the world's climate and to the... For example, the sea level will rise. The ice covering the poles will melt and cause the sea level to rise. So many coastal areas will be flooded, and a lot of people will be made homeless. So you see, this is a very urgent problem that we, or at least our governments, will have to deal with somehow. So that's the first problem, the greenhouse effect. The second problem I want to mention is the loss of biodiversity, which means the huge variety of species on this planet. Every day, every hour probably, hundreds of them become extinct. Many of them we don't even know about. The main cause is the cutting down or burning of tropical forests to satisfy our demand for wood, for fuel, and for farmland. Damage to coral reefs and coastal wetlands also threatens biodiversity. Why should we care? Because these species, or many of them anyway, could provide us with vital new drugs or food resources. So this loss of biodiversity is going to be a big problem for us in the near future. Now there's one more problem I want to comment on, and that's the steady depletion of water resources. We use water not only for drinking and washing, but also for growing crops and for industry. And we're consuming more and more of it every year. At the same time, our supplies of it are decreasing, owing to pollution, global warming, and the depletion of underground aquifers. Many countries, in fact most countries, are now facing extreme water shortages. This is going to lead to serious health problems, and quite possibly war in some cases. These problems, the greenhouse effect, the loss of biodiversity, and water shortages, these problems are just 3 of the environmental issues confronting us at the beginning of the 21st century. And unless we do something about them soon, we humans and all life on this planet probably won't survive to the next century. Listening variety. A campus walk. One. Hello, Mr. Smith. Out for a walk this evening? Hope to see you in my class one of these days.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely be there next Monday.
2. Hey, man, how about going to the game tomorrow? Gonna be great. We're playing state, and they haven't lost a game this year.
No, thanks. Gotta study.
3.
Hamburger with large fries.
Here or to go?
To go.
Anything to drink?
4.
Hi, Pete. How you doing?
All right, I guess.
I didn't see you at Fred's party last week. Have you been too busy?
Kinda. But there's a good movie coming up at the Grand on Friday. I'll give you a call.
5.
Excuse me, do you have a light?
Sure.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey! My wallet!
6. Now, can you tell us what he looked like?
He was a thin guy, about 6'2". He had long, dark hair. 1. Morning, Mr. Grover. Nice weather we're having.
Sure is. I just want these things here, and I've got some coupons for you.
Fine. 1 jar of coffee. This is the decaf, you know.
Yes, the other keeps me awake.
Me too. And a quart of low-fat milk. Taking care of your health, I see.
Trying to. I never eat more than 1 egg a day anymore.
You've got some fresh ones anyway. I just got 'em from a farmer down the road. And a pack of your usual?
Nope. I've stopped smoking, too. Or I'm trying to, anyway.
Well, terrific. Sure felt better when I did. Anyway, that's $7.85 minus your coupons comes to just $7 altogether.
Here you go.
Out of 10. That's 7 and 8, 9, 10. $3 change. Thank you. 2.
Good afternoon. How many, please?
3. One's coming later.
All right, sir. Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking, please.
Right this way. Here we are. Your waitress will be with you shortly.
What are you going to have?
I'm just going to check the specials.
It's pasta today. I'm going to get something from the locale list.
How about the Weight Watchers special? It's...
3.
Excuse me, have you seen a sales clerk?
No, sorry I haven't. There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Oh, it must be their lunch hour, but I'm in a hurry.
Isn't it always like that? Oh, what a cute pillow.
It's for my granddaughter. She'll be 5 tomorrow.
Oh, really? My daughter is 5, too.
Is that so? Do you think this is right for that age? I was just saying...
Excuse me, there's a clerk over there at that register. Maybe you can catch her.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. I'll just run over now and...
4.
Sure is a beautiful day today.
Sure is, but I've got all these errands to do, and I...
Hey, the light's changing. Let's make a dash for it.
No, wait! I can't run in these heels. Let's wait for the next light, and besides, I want to look in this window for a second.
Oh, luggage. Are you planning a trip?
Not right away, but they smashed up my suitcase when we went to France last summer.
Oh, too bad. But this looks like an expensive store. There's a good discount store a few blocks down.
I know. I'm just window shopping now. Hey, the light's green.
Let's go.
Listening for details. Recorded messages. One.
There's going to be a class entitled Birdwatching in the City that starts at 1 today and continues until 3. It's being held at the San Ramon Community Center at 300 Mesa Boulevard in San Ramon, and this class is for ages 12 and over.
2.
This is 122-7067. You have reached the Springer residence. Sorry, but we're not available now. Grant is at work. He can be reached at 155-4727. Helen is out of town until Thursday. She can be reached evenings at 191-075-3366. Louise is at school and will be home late as usual. Please leave your name and number at the beep. Special message from Louise for Gail. Meet me in front of the math building at 4. Message for Bob. Meet me in the math library after 5.
3.
Thank you for calling Amtrak. You have reached the Auto Train information number. The Auto Train departs daily from Sanford, Florida and Lorton, Virginia at 4:30 p.m. Automobiles will not be accepted after 3:30 p.m. Arrival time is 9 a.m. the following morning. Special low fares apply from February 21st through June 19th and from September 21st through February 20th. Different rates apply to southbound and northbound traffic. For more information or reservations, call your travel agent or Amtrak.
Listening variety. Telephone shopping.
Thank you for calling Metropolitan City's automatic telephone shopping service. Please indicate your choice by pressing 0 or 1. If you wish to hear more instructions, press 0. If you wish to place an order, press 1. Thank you. If you have previously placed an order through this shopping service, press 0. If this is your first order, press 1. Thank you. If you are using your home telephone, press 0. If another phone, press 1. Thank you. If you learned about this service from television, press 0. If another way, press 1. Thank you. If you learned about this service from the newspapers, press 0. If another way, press 1. Thank you. If you will be paying by credit card, press 0. If by check, press 1. Thank you. Please enter the number on your credit card. Thank you. Please enter the date that your credit card expires. Thank you. If you are male, please press 0. If female, please press 1. Thank you. If you wish to hear the code numbers for the stores belonging to this shopping service, press 0. If you know the code number for the store you want, press 1. Thank you. Enter the code number of the store, please. Thank you. The store you have selected is closed today. Please try another time. Thank you for using this shopping service.
One.
That smells good.
I'm ready for the steaks now.
Where's the cooler?
Ouch, that's hot.
Be careful. Stay away from the fire.
Here they are.
They look good. Just hand them to me one at a time.
Oh, there's a mosquito.
Put on more of that bug spray.
Smells good.
What smells good, the steaks or the bug spray? 2.
Hey, this place is really cool.
The DJ's an old friend of mine.
He's got some great discs.
3.
Come on, come on!
Oh, he isn't going to make it.
Come on, run, run!
Oh, they're after him. He's down.
Yeah, but they made 10 yards.
Great. Enough for a first down. 4. Want some popcorn?
Thanks.
It's good. Want a sip of my pop?
Thanks.
Don't spill it.
Sorry.
5.
Finished with that?
Yeah, here you are. Not much in it, though.
I was looking for this week's Newsweek.
Looks like somebody borrowed it. How about today's newspaper?
No thanks. I've seen it.
6.
You're looking good.
Thanks. I've lost about 6 pounds this month.
Great. Ready for the showers now?
No, I think I'll work out with the weights a while.
Don't overdo it. Friend of mine ended up in the hospital after training too hard.
That's so?
Listening for details. On the phone. 1.
We're sorry. You must first dial a 1 when dialing this number. Will you please hang up and try your call again? The number you have reached, 025-7321, has been changed. The new number is 1-800-041-6522 and is toll-free. Please make a note of it. 025-7321 has been changed. The new number is 1-800-041-6522 and is toll-free.
2.
Thank you for calling the Grand Cinema at the Riverside Shopping Mall, located at 3rd Avenue and James Street. Now showing on our 4 screens are, in Theater 1, Dracula, rated PG-13 at 2:30, 5 o'clock, 7:30, and 10 o'clock. In Theater 2, Midnight Adventure, rated PG-13 at 2 o'clock, 4:30, 7 o'clock, and 9:30. In Theater 3, King Arthur, rated PG at 1:30, 3:35, 5:35, 7:45, and 10 o'clock. And in Theater 4, It's a Breeze, rated R at 1:45, 4:15, 6:45, and 9:15. First matinees for all shows before 6 p.m. are $7. Children 12 and under and senior citizens are $5 at all times. Adult admission is $11. For further information, please call 111-7777 after 11 a.m. Thank you for calling the Grand Cinema at the Riverside Shopping Mall.
Listening variety. A song.
I wanna turn everybody on when I play my guitar. I wanna see my name in lights, a red-hot superstar. I wanna make a load of money, $1 million a day. But I'm down on my luck, not a single buck. I'm only dreaming. I wanna buy a big fast car with an engine full of power. Cruise along the freeway at 100 miles an hour. Cross the states from coast to coast, singing all the way. But I can't even pay to ride the subway. Yeah, I'm only dreaming. I wanna buy a country house with a pool and a patio. Throw parties every night for everyone I know. With dancing and a band, caviar and wine. But I can't even pay my rent, not a cent. I'm only dreaming. Someday I'll make the big time. I'm gonna be a star. Someday I'll have a country house, dine on caviar. I'm waiting for a lucky break to come my way. A guy like me gotta have a dream. Gotta keep on dreaming.